Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III and the Royal Court expansion. Just looking at the map here, so we got a mighty Cuman Empire over here. Then you had the Byzantine Empire that is currently having some serious rebellion issues, large rebellions. And then look at England. England's kind of a mess over here. Wales is, of course, is all separate and broken apart here, but they've also, looks like maybe a rebellion over here. And they've lost territory to the French. Maybe even to the Scottish as well. I think they lost that territory to the Scottish. So England's having some issues, rebellions and losing territory to their enemies. So the first thing of importance today, if you guys recall, we need to romance somebody, seduce somebody, kind of revenge screw somebody, I suppose. Get revenge on our wife for cheating on us. And I did have one person suggest to try and romance her sister, but unfortunately we don't have a good chance of doing so. It's like a 35% chance, so not a good chance there, but I guess that would be the ultimate revenge if you can make it happen. You'd probably need to sway her first or something before you tried to do that, though. She's also married, or about to be married. She's betrothed. They're both of age, so that should happen soon. Actually, I'm a little bit surprised they have not married yet. Not sure what's delaying that. But yeah, we could probably do it. Maybe it's something in the long term. For right now, we're just looking for just anybody. We're just looking around our court for any person that we can find. So we're just going to go into here and we'll just romance her. We'll seduce her. 65% chance of success, so much better chance here. Yeah, just looking for anybody to get revenge. Now, one person thought that we cheated on her first because we had the fornicator trait. Remember, we got that early on, guys. That was that older woman that Mieszko, when he was just a young man, was really into. That's where he got that, because I think she was married. But either way, it just means that you're having a relationship outside of wedlock. He wasn't married to that woman, so he did not cheat on her. That was way before they were actually married. I suppose they might have already had the betrothal done. So I guess kind of cheated on her in the betrothal, but yeah, they weren't married. And I don't even know they did have the betrothal done yet. I'm not entirely sure. I think he might have. But either way, as far as when we got married, she cheated on us first. Another thing in regards to that is that, we know this is our likely trueborn son over here. We also want to rename these characters. Rename him mainly for the because I can't pronounce that. And then over here with Mieszko, I wanted to rename him because we don't know that he's our trueborn son, but one person was commenting that maybe he might actually be. As of right now, we don't know that he's not. We only know for sure that our second son is not ours. We don't actually know that Mieszko's not. And somebody brought up the fact that she got pregnant with him right after we had that feast and we had complimented her. And so maybe it happened that night. And that's would make him our son. I don't know. Really hard to say. He does have this kind of orangish, reddish hair here. I can't look at... Well, I guess we could by looking at who we've killed. If we went through our kills here, we could probably find him. I think it was this guy here. I mean, he's got brown hair like us. Very similar color, so you can't really go off of that. Until he gets older, it's hard to say. I don't know. To me, he looks just like a second brother. So, the middle child, while not as much looking like his older sibling. Again, it's kind of hard to tell. We're gonna have to wait till they get a bit older before we know for sure. But we might not want to change Mieszko's name because maybe he is our actual son. We just don't know. But we do want to go ahead and change up his name, and we're gonna name him Judas because he's a son of betrayal. And what's funny is that we still might end up becoming this character. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But it'll be fun if we do become him, I suppose. So yeah, we're going to name him Judas, since he came from a betrayal. And then, I don't know how we got clicked on. I must have clicked on our land here, but Henry V here, he is a lunatic. He's a ruler of the Holy Roman Empire. A lunatic who's young, although he does have poor health because he beats himself. So he'll likely not last really long. That's interesting. And as I was saying before, some people want me to disinherit our sons and then everything just goes to the eldest son, but that's not what's going to happen, guys. When you disinherit, you're only stopping them from getting titles from your dynasty, meaning he won't inherit, these two children wouldn't inherit any of our titles, but they would still inherit titles from their mother. So that would result in a splitting of the kingdoms anyways. We can't stop them from inheriting. That's just the fact of the matter. There's no way to stop them outside of maybe having them go to church, go to the church. That might be the only option available to us, is having them go to the church, and then maybe that would result in us being able to give everything to one child. But we cannot disinherit the children and expect them not to get these titles, guys. They're still going to get them. So we're going to have to find other ways to get rid of those kids, which there are other ways. We'll see, guys. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with the children just yet. We still are looking for secrets in Kiev, so maybe we'll find out whether or not that third son is ours. That'd be important to note. So this is something... Maybe we got this... Oh, it's become a masterwork. Okay, interesting. So this has changed to masterwork because our renown of our dynasty has grown. More people are aware of it. Okay, so that'll result in us having more prestige, renown from it, building construction costs, reductions, all kinds of good stuff there. Is it still hanging in our court? Do we need to adjust that at all? I guess we have to go to the court artifacts to be able to see that here. Nope, it just automatically adjusted. Excellent. So just getting those nice bonuses now. We do have a good chunk of renown here, so we could disinherit the two children if we wanted to. But again, that would not stop them from getting the Ruthenian titles. Can demand this artifact from Casimir. Why? Oh, he's demanding this artifact. He says that we have something that should legitimately belong to him. Relinquish it at once. Why does he think this belongs to him? I don't know. But we're not going to give it to him. Yeah, we will decline this. Which is unfortunate because we were moving towards a friendship with Casimir, and now we'll be moving more closer towards a rivalry. Now, we might want to actually take that off, since we're not wanting, and this one as well, the trinket too. They're all trinkets, but the necklace, I mean. I don't know if they still age when you're not using. They probably do. I guess that's something to see. We'll watch to see if they're aging even when they're not being used. I assume they do, though. But yeah, we're sitting at 45 years for this, so we'll peek back in here in a couple years and see if it's changed at all. If it does still age, which again it would make sense that it would, then there's no reason to take off the Warren language manual. Now the necklace, on the other hand, we might grant that to somebody. Grant it to one of our brothers or something. We wouldn't grant it to Casimir, despite the fact that we're trying to get friendly with him, because it wouldn't be all that much use, because his wife is not going to be attracted to him no matter what. And of course we could try and end that marriage, but yeah, I don't really care about it. We did finish up the bastions. Excellent. So I think we're going to go ahead and do a war over here now before we do anything else. I was building up the army, but this is obviously we don't need a large army to get this war done. It's going to be a nice, quick, easy war. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do this war now. So let's go and declare war on him. It's going to be a holy war for the duchy. It's cost 128 piety. And again, it should be a very, very quick and easy conflict. Just granting us some more territory here. We're going to raise up right here. And we'll raise them all up. And then split them up. We also finished the construction in our capital. Got the gardens and vegetable plantations. Excellent. So this is one of these inspirations we're doing. We're currently doing 2 of these right now. So this is in relation to 2 dukes here. They're the most powerful vassals of my realm. I never know how to keep them happy so they don't go around stirring up trouble. Perhaps flattery is the way to go. Is this just naming it after them? Yeah, we can name it to them. We can dedicate it to both of them as well, if we so desired. They're both older. He'll probably be around for a little bit longer, but yeah, this guy's going to be around for a lot longer, I think. But yeah, I don't think we'll do that. Could just get some piety or some prestige. We'll do the prestige one. After all, why not to myself? So yeah, we'll do that. Get the prestige there. Alright, so these guys should be raised up here soon, so let's go ahead and split them up. We don't need a very large army here at all, guys. So let's just go ahead and probably get rid of a lot of them, because I just don't want to pay for them. So I just kind of get it down to small, more manageable number here. Yeah, probably just like 3,000 something. That's what I'm thinking. Just I'll have them in one army here. Select these guys. Can't disband them because that army's too close, so we gotta get them moving over here. And then we want to select this army here, put ourselves in charge. Although I guess maybe we don't want to because we're not really the good commander that we used to. Could put our brother in charge. He's great. Yeah, I'll put him in charge. Why not? And go ahead and attack their army here. Get them wiped out. Go after the capital real quick. Can we... We'll have to wait till they get over there. There we go. Let's go and disband this army now. So we're not losing money anymore. And got an event about the enemy banner. Alright, so we can put that on our walls. Get more dread, more knight effectiveness, more court grandeur. Alright, awesome. So Casimir got that for us. We can't just destroy it to get prestige, but yeah, I'd prefer to get the... actually get the war banner. Let's see if we can't put them in place now. We've also captured some people. Was that... That's all from the battle there. Okay, so just the siege, and then we'll be done here. We lost 34 dudes. We can see how our knights did, I suppose. Yeah, nothing here of note. Not sure what these notifications about. We'll take a look real quick. We can just call our wife into the war. We don't want to do that. And the other one's about ransoming. And let's go and put this new ornament in here. I can't put anything else up along this side, so I suppose we'll just put it right here. Although it says you can't put anything there. Okay, so we're going to have to make a choice. Do we want to replace one of these for the new one that we just got? We'll be losing the prestige and renown gain, the reduction to building construction costs. Yeah, just for more dread and more knight effectiveness. I don't think we'll do that. I think we'll keep these in place then. I was thinking we could put it somewhere else, but yeah, there's nowhere else for us to put it here. And yeah, we already have all these displayed. Okay, so we're just kind of losing spots here. Just don't have any open space. So again, this should be a nice, easy war here. We do have some raiders, so maybe after we finish with this war, we'll go deal with them. I suppose we'll have to see if we can or not. Let's go and blackmail her. See if she accepts. But yeah, we continue finding secrets in Kiev, no problem finding secrets over there. Part of that, of course, is because our spy master is so good. But yeah, once we get the next perk here, we'll be able to start selling those secrets. Oh, okay, this is about our attempt to seduce here. Troubadour's dedication. A troubadour, which is basically like a singer or a poet, will soon be performing for the court at Krakow. It will be a simple request to have him change the performance to be dedicated to, I guess her name would be, Yefrosinia? Something like that. The target of my affection. She is Russian, by the way, and lowborn. And she's wearing a strange dress over here as well. It's a weird looking dress. So we can say it will be a bold declaration to the lady. 63% chance she'll gain a budding interest. Say, I prefer veiled illusions to my desire for her. Because we're brave, we'll get stress. Yeah, we'll go and do this. Why not? We'll see if it's effective or not. Watch him just utterly fail in his attempt to seduce anybody. It's just going so great for poor Mieszko. He said, thank you for your gift of music. The troubadour's performance was greatly appreciated. I always knew you were a man of impeccable taste. So it did end up working out for us there. Excellent. So 15 months, still 65% chance of success here. Siege just about done. And another inspiration event. And this one's with Henry. This is ridiculous. Henry protests, as the keeper of the king's personal collection, I have responsibility to ensure the quality of your work. You will see it once it's finished. You should leave a woman to her work when she is forging a dagger fit for royalty. So she's the one doing it, and she's doing a dagger, by the way, instead of a sword. So that's unfortunate. I was hoping for a sword instead of the dagger. He's the antiquarian, so that's why he's getting involved here. So we can have Henry ensure its quality. She'll lose opinion with us. He'll gain opinion. 60% chance it'll be a higher quality. 40% that it'll be a lower quality. And these two might become rivals as well. Because they stick to your own duties. Okay. That just, is opinion bonuses and penalties. Or it's time for a breath of fresh air. And then we'll put Henry in place instead. It's a 50% chance it'll be a slightly higher quality. Okay. We'll keep her doing it. And we'll just say that he'll ensure its quality. 60% chance of success, and it worked out, so it'll be a higher quality now. Excellent. That's what we want to see. Got a little bit of money from that. Also captured some prisoners. I think we can go ahead and free the prisoners, sell them. Because remember, what's going to happen here, if we don't ransom them now, then she'll be freed when we win the war. So let's go ahead and ransom her now, since we don't need her points here. And then our army is going to be marching to take out these guys here. I don't think they'll get there in time, though. They'll probably take off. We'll see. We'll see if we can get there or not. So there's 25 gold. And then we need to ransom out. I don't know if any of these other ones are. I suppose we can look to see if it's even necessary. No, none of these are war goal prisoners. So yeah, we can go and end the conflict now. Enforce our demands. Although maybe one benefit of waiting would have been that he wouldn't have lost those titles, so they would have been worth more. Yeah, so now we might not get as much. You get 100 gold for this character. Yeah, we'll go and ransom him. That's a good little chunk of money there. She doesn't have any money for us to ransom for. We can't just demand her conversion, though. She'd be a good intrigue character here. Yeah, we'll just demand her conversion. Get a weak hook from her. That won't work. We'll just do the conversion then. And release her as well. So that gave us 2 titles, just 2 counties. And we're under the holding limit, so there's really no reason why we have to get rid of those. We'll just keep them for now. Might as well. I imagine the control here needs to be ticked up. Also, the control here needs to be ticked up. We should have done that. So let's go ahead and get our Marshal, old Casimir, increasing control. And I don't really care about our vassals' territory. They can increase control themselves, but I do care about our territory. So let's go ahead and do that. That could be worth a lot more money. That ransom was accepted. Excellent. Got a negative event there from the increasing of control. And she did convert. Excellent news. I suppose we got money. We can go in and get something constructed over here. Improving, I should say. We'll improve the wooden barracks. That'll get us some more modifiers for our army. We're able to uncover another secret over here. But we already have a hook on her. Okay. So we just learned of the heritage of her children, I suppose. I mean, she's not married, nor has she ever been married, so he already took off to the river. Damn it. Alright, so that's a shame. A shady discussion. So, as we're passing through the castle gardens for a morning walk, we hear these two plotting about something that has to do with our spy master. So, we can just go ahead and bound them, imprison them, and then deliver them to him. So, that'd be an option. That would increase his opinion by 15. I don't think that's the best option. Could do this intrigue challenge. We have a 40% chance of success. Not great. Instead, we could say, I must know what they're hiding, whatever the cost. We'll gain dread, and we'll torture these two. Or we can just let them go and we'll lose dread. Now, in regards to who these are, this is our court position, so I don't really want to lose her. I have to pay for another one. And this guy here is the son of the former king of Bohemia, and thus has a claim on the entire kingdom of Bohemia. That's interesting. If we were an emperor, then I could see pressing for a claim. I mean, you can press it anyways, and attempt to get a friendly person on the throne there. But yeah, I don't think that's something we're gonna be doing anytime soon. And it doesn't really help us that much, honestly. Especially since we're already marrying our dynasty into Bohemia. So yeah, I don't think we really care about him all that much. But yeah, I don't think we want to do any of those. But I also don't want to lose dread. So what we might just do is just do the intrigue challenge. If we lose, then we lose 75 prestige. This isn't that big of a deal. And we actually were able to get closer. The 40% worked out for us. They did not notice us. And they were discussing his private life and some unsavory habit of his. Oh, so we learned of his attempted murder secret. So who did he attempt to murder? I think that's something we might want to know. Who was our spy master attempting to kill? The Prince of Ruthenia. Okay, that's interesting. It's our wife's steward. Honestly, I feel like he's doing things that are good for our kingdom. So I kind of support that. He has a lover's pox. And he's a drunkard. But he still serves us quite well as spy master here, and he loves us. We have good relations with him. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do anything here. I'm actually happy with him doing that. So I think we're just going to let him keep doing his thing. Being a good spy master. But we know his secret. We could potentially use it in the future, I suppose, if we have to. So once he moves here, let's go and disband our armies. Won't have to pay for those anymore, and we can take a look. I'm just kind of curious, if we wanted to do it for the Kingdom of Bohemia here. And he would get that title, and we'd get an opinion boost. But yeah, I just don't see how it would be worth doing that. Because I don't think they would be independent or anything either. I'm not sure if they're independent, that might be beneficial to us. But I don't know. Let me know, guys. Would that result in them independent, or are they still going to be under the Holy Roman Emperor? I assume they'd still be under the HRE, but I'm not entirely sure how that would work. Because in that case, it'd be worth it. And I kind of feel like we could beat him, Henry. We have more troops than he does. Even with his ally, and then we got our allies as well. So I feel like we could probably take him out and win that war. My beloved's balcony. So Yefrosina's windows are lit by a warm glow, and even from the ground I can see movement inside. My pulse thrums loudly in my ears. I might be within my own castle, but I'm vying for her desire. I'm treading new ground nonetheless. We're going to ask for her to look outside and shine up my night. And she might respond positively, and we'll get smoldering chemistry, increasing the success chance. Say, up I go. Then we get a 30 opinion. You say, I will leave a seashell for her to find along with a note. Okay, so one's a subtle one. This one is just hoping that she'll be happy to see us. And this is doing it through an unobtrusive way. I really don't know if the traits would have any effect here, if any of these would affect it, or if it's just completely random. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go. But how does she feel about us? Plus 20. Yeah, we'll just be ambitious. We're brave. We're a very brave character. So let's just go up and see how it goes. A change in direction. So it's another inspiration event. This is about those travels. A traveler claiming to be employed under my beneficiary Nicholas is brought before me, carrying a message from the adventurer. Fear not, my great lord, for Nicholas is in good health. I bring you news of the possibility to fund an even greater adventure. You see, you took a wrong turn somewhere and is now near that location. I don't even know how to pronounce that. If we want to take a look exactly where he's at. Remember, we sent him over to Western Europe, so he is in Western Europe. You say Nicholas, or the rest of this is Nicholas's traveling companion unfurls a dirty map to show me where they ended up. He has enough funds to make it to Western Europe as planned. He's already in Western Europe, technically. But suggests that with some additional funding, he can chase up on a local rumor and bring home a great artifact. So again, wanting more money. You've seen this event before. Last time. I guess we'll do it just for the chance of a higher quality here. So kind of a bummer because I wanted to use that money for other things. We can now ask our head of faith for gold again, so we'll go and do that. Get another little shot of gold from the Pope. As soon as I reach Yefrosina's balcony, she steps outside with a laugh. Why would you pull such a stunt, Mieszko? You use the door like a normal man. You act as if you have intentions you want to keep secret. The playful joy in her eye makes it all worth it. So she was happy with it. She thought it was funny. So that'll increase our success chance by 20%. And that results in him spinning at 95% chance. Very good chance of succeeding there. Yeah, quite a bit of gold over here. So let's go and spend that. Somebody asked why I wasn't improving these lands here. You know, there's no guarantee that we'll be able to keep that territory, guys. You know, as we have other sons and stuff, you know, they might inherit this. So there's no guarantee that we'll be able to keep this. And so that's why I was thinking that we should improve this territory and just try and hold on to this. It can be difficult to hold on to you know, additional duchies sometimes, just depending on what happens with your children and, you know, whether you can disinherit them if that's what you're doing or whatever. So we're already building over here. I guess we'll go after something here next. Yeah, let's get a new building here. We currently have the crop fields and the bastions. Okay. So let's go for the pastoral lands, maybe. Could also do the hunting grounds, I suppose. That'd be an option as well. Yeah, I guess we could do the hunting grounds. Why not? So we'll get that constructed. And we do have enough money to probably construct in all these locations, actually. So we got the bastions over here. I think we're going to do something for some more troops. So a military camp or a barracks. Probably the barracks. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, we'll do the barracks here. I forget to just go back, so I don't have to click back into that. Over here, we got the Hunter's Lodge and the logging camps. I suppose we'll do the forest forts. Yeah, we'll do the forest forts. Yeah, because it's right here on the border. Now, one place we do need to get a fortification, and we have a barony right there, I suppose. But yeah, down here we don't. We have all this open territory, like a lot of open territory down here. So I could see perhaps building something over here. Where you get like a baron or whatever that would be under the Prince Bishop. I've been unfortunate that we haven't been able to do anything with him. Apparently we have some type of secret on him. No, we don't have a secret. It's just an option, despite not having a secret. I was going to say, if we did have a secret, then maybe we could use that. Yeah, I have not been able to take the title over here yet. Yeah, I think we might construct a barony over here. They're very expensive, though. That's the reason why we haven't done it yet. It's not cheap to do so. We're actually doing like a castle right here in the mountains. Kind of stop any advancement this way. Yeah, that might be a good investment, I think. So maybe we'll save up for that and get that castle constructed. And we found a secret, but I clicked through it on accident, so now we gotta look through here to see who we haven't blackmailed yet. This character here is our sister-in-law's lover, so she already has a lover. Well, that's interesting. Let's go and blackmail him as well. 79% chance that he would be willing to accept that. And he did. Alright, excellent. So hooks galore. Again, just so much debauchery going on over there in Kiev. And Estonia lost a war over here. Looks like they lost territory. There's two Estonias. Silly as that is. So he wants to pay homage to us. We'll accept him at once. And he's mispronouncing German words. Apparently he doesn't know the language. Yeah, he doesn't know the language very well. He doesn't know the High German court language. And we're not going to be rude to him. Yeah, we'll just get the prestige and the court grandeur and the extra renown here. Yeah, that'd be helpful. So powerful wolves in the plains. My lord, a message from your adventurer Nicholas, the servant says, handing me a scroll. My search has led me to the plains of that location. They are notoriously wolf-infested, but I have good reason to think that my goal is near. Expect my return soon. Signed, Nicholas. The scroll reads, he's surely ambitious to choose such a risky path. So we say Nicholas's knowledge should be enough to keep him safe. This will be a learning challenge. 60% chance of success. He's best martial, but learning isn't too shabby either. He said, by God, I hope he doesn't have to fight one. His prowess is not high, so 46% chance. So we should probably go with this one then. And see if he's successful or not. Did he get injured? I didn't actually see. Looks like he didn't. But maybe it hasn't happened just yet. There's a possibility as well. Alright, so you know what? We're going to go ahead and speed this up to speed 5. So we're not at war, and I don't know. I don't really know that I have any plans to attack anybody yet. We could expand this way, I suppose. We still also want to attack him. But yeah, I don't want to do it just for a county. And the inspiration has been realized. That's it is a dagger, of course. And it's really not all that impressive. It's okay. It'll increase our prowess by 2 and our scheme secrecy by plus 2%. Alright. Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but we'll take it. I was hoping for something a little bit different. But yeah, it does help. You know, it's giving us a little bit more prowess here. Our prowess is pretty darn high as Mieszko. And it's not too shabby. Not as high as his father, of course. But yeah, not really too bad. Given his character. We were able to get those Hunter Lodge finished up over there. And this inspiration has been completed as well. And it's a famed pedestal item. Nagel ring. So this is another sword for us to display. I think this will be our third sword that we can display in there. So we display a lot of swords apparently. And yeah, it's helpful. Numbered knights, court grandeur, more prestige, more renown, all that good stuff. I'm going to read this. He announces his arrival. I take the bulky bundle into my hands and loosen the cords before peeling layer after layer of fabric. Inside is an artifact unlike anything I've ever seen before. Nicholas smiles proudly. According to tradition, this aged sword is connected to the mythical and quite popular Dietrich von Bern. This connection has elevated the item to an otherwise unwarranted fame. Alright, awesome. He also gets the adventure trait, which the adventure trait gives those bonuses there. In the name of the divine, in the following the death sentence of a lowly thief, when I asked my son and heir, Samber, what he thought, he expressed doubts about whether any god would want a realm to be ruled by such a harsh law. So you can keep the cynical, which we don't want him to have because we're trying to put him in the church. I mean, that's what the original plan was. But yeah, I don't want somebody with the learned education here to be cynical. I mean, they don't have to be a religious person because it could be a different type of learning. You know, there's a lot of routes for them to go on that branch. The perks, I mean. Yeah, I don't really want him to be cynical. I prefer that he's just or temperate. This would result in some stress. I think we're going to go with the temperate, actually. Yeah, let's go with the temperate. It's like his father. And that way, because I believe we're temperate as well. Yes, we are. So he was not able to uncover another secret. We're going to keep him going, though, because I believe there's more secrets to be found in Kiev. So I do want to take a look at who our current wards are. Yeah, so we're not doing our youngest son, but he's only 1 as well, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see what we do there. I could wait until, you know, our oldest heir is, I mean, I guess he'd be pretty old by then. Yeah, we probably will have to find somebody to take care of him. So I guess we'll wait and see what education he ends up getting, or we end up selecting for him, I should say. We did finish up those living grounds. Excellent. So this is another romance event here. In any other court, you came all this way for me, darling? After searching the hallways of Yefrosina's castle, clad in servant's garb to avoid notice, I find her secluded in the garden. She lights up as she sees me, and the sight of her lights me up in turn. The ratty shirt I donned soon lies forgotten on the floor as we spend the whole night making sure my journey was worth the effort. So we were able to successfully romance her. And we could say, for you, I would do this journey 100 times over, which would make her into our lover. Or you say, it was as sweet as it was fleeting. I feel like this was a nice little romance event. Yeah, I think we could have just have made this a one-time thing, and maybe that was the original plan. But now she means a little something more to us. So she'll be our lover here. And I imagine that would irritate our wife even more, which is exactly what I want to have happen. And I hope she finds out about it as well. Probably go and brag about it to her now. So another faction was created against us. That's just a populous one, though. And one other one was disbanded at the same time. How much money did we need to do this over here? 33 gold. Okay, so we need 33 more, and then we'll be there 400. So he has died finally. Okay, so that's not surprising. Remember, he was the Duke over here. So that title has gone to... Is that his son? That's his son. His son's pretty old already. Okay. So he now has all these titles here. He'll eventually be a powerful vassal again. So we might want to give it a day or something here. I guess we'll see who's all available here. Yeah, clearly he hasn't been selected yet. It's just this character here, which I don't actually want to put him anywhere. And I don't think there's anybody to really change out here. Unfortunately, his intrigue just dropped by a lot. I got the lazy, but Not sure what else dropped it. But yeah, it was 27. Now it's 23. So it's dropped by quite a bit. So he's fine for Chancellor, I guess. So we might just pick somebody for now that's just a really good steward is what I'm thinking. Who's this guy here? It's just a count over here. One bad thing about picking a count, though, is that when we take it from him, he's going to be angry if we give it to somebody else. We'll keep him there for now, I suppose. Remember, we're trying to get the development increased over here. We got it up to 16. He did not find anything else. We're going to do one more time. Just one more. Because, again, I feel like there's secrets there. And what I really want to do is find out if our youngest son is, in fact, our son or not. Now, we wouldn't find anything if he is our son. But if he's not, then there will be a secret there. Doesn't mean we'll find it, though. Lively livestock. An additional payment in a recent trade, I find myself in possession of a large herd of cattle. I have been assured that the animals are of the highest quality, but the question is, what should be done with them? So we can get the cattle herd here, increase in development growth, something we're trying to do right now. So it'll be helpful. We can say it's a beautiful herd, but it could be larger. And then we'll get the large cattle herd, drastically increasing it. Same amount of years as well. There's only 80% chance of success, and 19% chance we get nothing. Or we can just get a nice profit and get 150 gold. I'm going to try for this, because it's a stewardship challenge, and we're a steward. So let's try it out. See if we can't get a larger herd. And we did. All right, so now it's going to increase quite a bit faster over here. That's a very nice bonus. Plus 20%. So we'll be able to increase the development faster. And that King of Estonia was captured, apparently. And we got a stewardship perk. Excellent. That's what we've been waiting on, because we have finished the architect, so now we can get the golden obligations and thus demand payment for hooks. And we have a lot of hooks we can demand payments for. But the question is, can they pay for it or not? And so that determines whether you can actually utilize it. She can't pay for that. A lot of these people don't have the money to pay for it. He's the only one that could. And I might want to use him in schemes against our wife. So what we'd want to do is, like, if we're about to lose a hook, then we'd want to try and get them to pay for it. Since we have the money now, let's go ahead and get this new holding constructed. Again, it'll be right here, and it's going to be a castle. It'll take 5 years to get that done. I think it's a good investment, though. And yeah, Poland's looking nice and strong over here. Nice, powerful Poland. Could further expand up this way, I suppose, if we wanted to. Did finish construction of a couple buildings over here. And Henry has been excommunicated. It's led to this rebellion. He's just looking incredibly weak right now. We can't just do an excommunication war and then depose him. Doesn't really help us much, though. It really doesn't do anything for us. I don't think so. Yeah, we probably won't want to do that. Could try and press for the claim of the kingdom, but again, I'm not entirely sure what we'll get from this. But you can see he's got the same amount of troops as he had before, maybe slightly less. Yeah, but he's done with this rebellion as well. He might have other issues that might pop up. Yeah, he's got another rebellion down here. I suppose this might all be one rebellion. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I guess I'll wait to discover whether or not this kingdom will be freed or not. I'm not sure how it will work. But yeah, another thing to consider is that this is all Jerusalem here as well, because he has both Jerusalem and he has, he has both Jerusalem and he has Bohemia. He's our cousin over here. Okay. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure if we'll get that or not get it. I mean, will it be free? That's the real question. Because yeah, I would love to have Bohemia be completely free, but I'm not entirely sure that's how it works. I think we just put him on the throne there. I think he'll still be under the emperor. Let me know down in the comments, because I don't know if it's worth fighting a big old war like that just to replace the character there, when frankly the current king is fine. He's at least a family member in some capacity. He's not of our dynasty, of course, but yeah, I just don't know why we would do that for nothing. So yeah, he wasn't able to find anything again, so we're just going back to disrupt schemes. We can continue looking for secrets. Like maybe somebody who might want to weaken, perhaps? Or at least, like, change up their... Okay, so he did get made into a powerful vassal. So now he's upset with us because he doesn't have a position. Could make him into the steward, I suppose. But he's not that upset with us, actually. It's not too bad. Again, we've had, it's been very easy controlling our vassals. Really no issues there. We do have an event here, Aristocratic Pretensions. 3 of my courtiers are overtly discussing my great number of titles within deliberate earshot, loudly lamenting how taxing it must be for the king to manage so many estates himself. They are thick as thieves. So this is Faithful Henry, Servant of the Court, Gallant Vladislav, which he's Russian, so I think that's just pronounced with a V sound. My Distinguished Knight, and Hadi Malota, which that's that prince. So over the din of the courtiers gossiping, I clearly make out the words, County and Rana, and what I'm certain was Henry's simpering tone. The shameless trio turn to look my way, and I catch them with a glare. So you can say, yes, Henry, Rana is yours. I don't know why I would want to do that. You can say this little game can end. The county is Vladislav's. And then we reward the knight here. We could instead give the title to him. That would keep him on our lands if we ever wanted to, make sure we can push the title later. But then he'd take his county, whatever we gave him. But we're not going to give him a county anyway. I say, I know what you're up to. It's time to prove your worth. And then make him fight for it, maybe? Yeah. And we'll do 72 stress because we're an aspiring blade master and brave. We say, each of you tell me why you deserve the title. Or you say, what are you looking at? We'll just do that. We'll lose some opinion with all of them. We can hold a court. We'll have to do that next episode, though. And it looks like... Oh, we never put the sword in place. My bad. Again, nothing but swords over here. Yeah, it's all swords. That's what we like to display, apparently. So we're going to put that in place. Yeah, those are some bonuses we're going to be getting. I did want to take a look if the items are... depreciating when we're not wearing them. 43 years, so it is. So, you might as well have it on you. It doesn't really matter. And then we can go ahead and give up the necklace as well to somebody who that might be a bit more useful. Although, we might want to wear it now because we got a lover. Yeah, we got our lover over here, so maybe we want to impress her with our necklace of shell beads. Another faction created against us. Yeah, we're waiting to do the whole court, though, just because it takes so long to go through all those events. And we're about to end the episode here soon. Just want to make a little bit more progress before we do so. Maybe get another building constructed. Get it started anyways. Alright, so lots of stuff happening over there in that war, which I really don't care about the events over there at all, but we're being notified of them. A secret has been exposed. Alright, so this is one of our countesses here, and she had a lover with this character who was in her court. It is not as if lust is an unnatural affliction. So we can go and arrest her, and then we could just take her county, which might be a better county than one of the ones we currently have, or we could just give it to somebody else. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that because we don't want to lose the devotion. So put them in our dungeon, and we could just release her for money, for 50 gold. That would be an option as well. How's this title look over here? It was recently looted, so it's probably not worth as much because of that. She has been building in it. Development's pretty decent. It's 10. Culture needs to be converted, but it's Catholic already. So yeah, we could snatch that from her and give it to somebody else. She is pregnant. She has not married or anything, so we would end up inheriting this anyways if she can't have a legitimate child, which as of right now, I mean, she doesn't look like she would. So we could just wait and just take the money. Yeah, I suppose that would be the better way to do it. Again, we could try and take it for ourselves and see if it's more valuable than some of the other areas we have, and then give those out instead. Yeah, because this one's not all that valuable, frankly. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Although I don't know if that that crime she did allows us to do that. Let's just take a look here. Revoke a title. Yeah, fornicator would allow us to take the title from her. So she can't. decline it. She's in prison, so yeah, let's go and revoke her title. And then we could still ransom her and get a little bit of gold out of her. I suppose there's no reason not to. Let's go and get a little bit of that gold. And then we'll figure out which one we want to get rid of here. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of this one. It's the worst one. And then we'll grant it to who deserves a title. Probably a knight, right? Yeah, maybe a knight. Or we could also just grant it to somebody that already has titles over here. Although he's already pretty powerful, last thing we need to do is give that guy more power. Yeah, look at how much land he controls over here now. That's interesting. He is one of our powerful vassals, but he's only 13, so that's the reason why we don't have to put him in our court right now, or on our council, I mean. So yeah, I guess we'll want to get rid of that one. We can't actually compare the money and stuff because of the fact that it's, you know, 1 over the domain limits. Yeah, I'm sure that one's probably the worst of our titles. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of this one here. So just take a look at our knights and see who we might want to reward. Could reward this guy. He's an older dude, though. Could reward him. He's another older man, though. Vladislav was one that was just an event. He's also older. All our knights are really old. Guess I didn't realize how old all of our knights are. So you might just want to appoint it to somebody else then in that case. Maybe somebody who's in our court, for instance. You could look at that. I guess the better way to do it would be through here. Might have somebody that's a guest or whatever who'd be really good to have stay in our realm. He's a good marshal. Nothing really else, though. Yeah, there's really not anybody that I care to grant it to, so we'll just grant it to somebody who's got the local culture. There we go. So grant that to him. We do have a disabled building. Where's that at? Over here. Okay. Well, that's fine. Because we don't hold the title over there. Oh, actually, it was because it was over our domain limits. Can transfer that over to him, and he's going to expect it. Yeah, I don't want to make him more powerful. But yeah, if we don't, then he's going to dislike us even more. So I suppose we will. Go ahead and grant him that title. That'll boost his opinion a bit. Got that 10 gold from the ransom. Is there anything else we need to be aware of over here? Of course, he wants a position. I don't really have a position for him, unfortunately, though. It's all filled up right now. We're online to inherit a bunch of titles over here. And, of course, we can demand those payments as well. But, again, they just don't have the money to fully pay. She actually has a bit of money, but, yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep the blackmail hook on her. Alright, so we're actually going to go ahead and end the episode here. Got a few things done. Did some domestic management overall. We romanced a new lover. So we got a new lover. And our children are growing up. We got Prince Samber, which is he's currently 11 years old right now. And apparently he's a bully, because this is his victim. He's been bullying this young girl right over here. This young Russian girl. So yeah, he's a bully. It's better for him to be a bully than to get bullied, I suppose. But yeah, he didn't come off as a bully kid to me. But yeah, he's currently 11 years old. Our middle son here, Judas, not really our son, but he's 8 years old. And then our youngest also now has his charming trait, so we can go ahead and give him an education now, which of course you can do the diplomacy, or you can do the intrigue. Let's have him do, what is Judas doing? I think he's doing the diplomacy. So we'll have him do intrigue, though of course having a younger brother, once we become one of these other ones, maybe we'll become him though. That's a possibility. But yeah, if you have a younger brother that has an intrigue focus, that could be dangerous. But sure, why not? Let's have him do that. Alright, so I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you have a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one, and thanks for watching.